Hi folks, John Gets here, playing Sailaway, the Sailing Simulator. So I quickly checked in my boat the day before. Everything's okay. I did some adjustments, keep us going, so we're moving along fine there. And this next challenge is going to take about 40 minutes, so I thought I'd just come straight here and jump right in. It's the French Riviera. And we're going to be sailing. I don't know if it's upwind or downwind, but I think we're going to do some tacking, that sort of thing. I never looked at this leaderboard before. Uh, some people have actually done it in 18 minutes, 18 and a half minutes. They were cooking along. This is the Offshore Racer, which is the boat we have in the other location. Oh, and the wind apparently does change, so that's probably one of the reasons why some people did better than the other. Okay, let's just jump right in and see what happens. Do you want to overwrite your current voyager? That was the one that I tried to record and forgot to turn the mic on, I think it was. Do you want to overwrite your current voyage with new waypoints for the laid out service? The current voyage will be saved to your library. I guess I want to start out. French Riviera. We're just crossing the line right about now. There's the line there. Keep an eye out for shallow parts of the coast and the mega ridge. Tip, use the depth per something distance, I don't know, in your GPS window to see. We'll check out that as we go. Okay, now let's open this up a little bit so we can see it. We are heading the wind, what's that, Broadreach? Anyway, the wind's behind us. Right now we're probably too much. Let's get to a better side of the boat, shall we? This is the little racer we had originally. And we're running a code 0. So we were heading straight along. I don't quite know what to do here. Looks like our depth is fine. And we are 6.7. So if I don't know if I should go off the wind or back toward the wind. Let's try going off wind about 6.6. That seems to be slowing us down. So we pull back. Okay, if we stay like it, okay, we're up 7.8, 7.7, 7.6, we've gone too far. Trying to get our speed up a little bit by slightly moving into the wind. There we go. Up to 6.7. And let's see what they suggest here. The code 0 sheet is too tight. So try to ease it. See if I can find it first of all. Where are you? Cunningham, code 0 Halyard. Green sheet, Cunningham, looking at this area here. Code 0 sheet is too tight. So they want us to loosen it. That seems to be slowing us down as far as that goes. there. Oh, it's way over there. Halyard, we don't want halyard. Oh, the halyard. That's probably why. Let's bring that back up to 100%. We want the sheet. Main sheet, backstay, code 0, halyard. Main sheet, main sheet, backstay, code 0, halyard. So we've gone through the whole list. We don't have a sheet on the code 0, so how are they talking about it there? Anyway, we're back to where we want to be. The main sheet is too tight. That I can understand. I can just find it. There it is, Cunningham. Main sheet. The main sheet is too tight. I'm going to loosen it a bit. Or ease the traffic. What are we doing? At 5.9 now. How are we doing map-wise? Okay, we're well off. If we come down this far and head straight for the close, we're going to be right with the wind right behind us. So we'll probably open the gennaker and go like crazy with that one. Because if I turn now, then I'm going to have to come this angle and tack back, which I'm thinking is not the best thing. The sheet is too tight. Anyhow, we want to come back here and ease the traveler. That would take it that way, which means we'll open it more to the wind. So the traveler, pretty much all the way. So let's pull the Vang then. Tall Vang. There we done that. Now the sheet's too loose, so where are we? Here it is over here. The main sheet is too loose, so we want to tighten it a bit. Everything's going fine. We're up to 8 knots. Code 0 sheet is too tight. We can't access the sheet on the code 0. Right? Cunningham Vang, code 0 halyard. Brief means your Odall Cunningham Vang, code 0 halyard. They want us to loosen the code 0 sheet. We can't do that according to this. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, wow, we're moving along quite quickly. So, it's time, I think, to swing toward our final leg. Oh, wrong one. just swung directly into the wind. So now it should say we're just right at zero wind here, so that's why we're swinging back and forth. 0 degrees rather. Let's see what the mainsail is. The mainsail is too flat. Ease the OTOL. Or the main sheet is too tight. Try to ease it. The main sheet. Traveler. Main sheet is too tight. Well, he wants to ease the OTOL. Can't ease it too much more. We want us to loosen the main sheet, which we are doing. As we're going to open it up, the wind is right behind us, so we want to catch as much as possible. We can't ease the OTOL anymore. See what our code 0 is like. See what our map looks like. Okay, the wind is directly behind us, and we're nosing along at that. I would say, can't remember, no, they didn't give us any instructions. Let's drop the code 0 and raise the gennaker. Okay? So, code 0, halyard. Go the other way. I think we're at 4.5 knots when we started this. So we're lowering the halyard. Now let's see if we can find the gennaker halyard. Okay, now we're up there. 5.0, 5.9, 6.0 knots. Okay, we're at 100%, and we're heading off at 6.5 knots. Seems to be pretty good. Now, that's what the trim says. Okay, forget about the OTOL, the gennaker. The sheet of the gennaker is too tight, so we want to ease the gennaker sheet. Let's see, gennaker sheet. We want to act like a parachute and catch all the wind that we can here. Okay. Go back and forth. Good, we've got a double wing effect going on here. Okay, now we should be passing this waypoint pretty soon. It's got a wait and see little spinny load time thing going on. We've already changed our course. It's now green. And we're heading straight for, I forget where we're heading straight for, Monte Carlo, somewhere. Monaco, one of those places. We're heading there anyway. All right, so the dotted line, we should, wish I knew exactly where the wind was, because I like the way the sails are right now. If I pull closer to our destination, we might swing it back the other way. So let's pull it a little bit. We want to head this dotted line straight at our destination in this case. So I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, I can't ease the out haul anymore. It's pretty much all the way down. I wonder if I reefed it. We're at 6.4 knots right now. Main reef. Let's see what happens if we reef it. To reef number 1. .4 knots, 6.3. Says to remove the reef, so 6.2, we're dropping in speed here. Okay, let's remove that reef. We're back up to 6.6. Not too bad. I'm doing this for 14, 15 minutes. I think we're sailing along at a good pace. I don't know what else I can change. Yeah, I think we're just breaking out the rum and the sandwiches right now and sailing along. And we're not tilted over too much. Well, we probably wouldn't be because it's got the wind right behind us. It's not like it's coming in from the side or anything. This line is awful loose. Everything else seems to be fine. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I started this channel in the first place was because I didn't like the way seniors were being treated in other games and in YouTube in general. So yeah, I'll kind of create a safe space for seniors to hang out. Or if you're not a senior, if you just want to hang out in a casual environment, this is it. We're not going to yell and scream at you or run through a whole lot of the scenarios just for the heck of doing it. So just hang out, leave a comment or two and let me know what you thought of the gaming in general and the YouTube in general. Or if you happen to know any senior citizens, tell them there's a safe place they can hang out, send them on over. Or even if you are marginalized in any sense whatsoever. I mean, I know the gender-wise, the females get treated rather poorly in games. I've observed that myself. And, well, if your gender of choice doesn't kind of match up what you find when you're surfing around, this is the place. Hang out, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this game, what you think about gaming in general. So, if you could hit the like button, the thumbs up button, that would be great. And hit the subscribe button. So, where are we? We are 3/4 of our way on. We have the wind directly behind us at 13.7 knots. We're doing 6.6, which is a pretty good pace, I think. And we'll come back over here. The gennaker is just fine. The main slowly wants me to ease the out haul, but the out haul is already pretty close to 0. So I don't want to tamper with that. See, these are, not sure of the yellow. I think the yellow should match. I don't know what just happened there. But the yellow, flipped over the other side, the yellow should match those lines somehow. So if I could ease the outhaul more, I would, but I can't. So we're pretty much stuck. Let's take a look at our distance here. Yeah, everything's even as far as that goes. So we're moving along at a pretty good pace. Let's jump back in the boat. I use the right button. It's rocking back and forth. It's because the wind is almost directly behind us. But we're going along at a good pace, 6.2 knots. We've been running for 19 minutes. A bit slower than the fastest in the leaderboard. So, I don't know what this means. I wish I knew. It's got something to do with changing something or another, but I don't know what it does. So if anybody knows, please let me know. There's not much I can do as far as playing around with it goes. So we'll just have to sail along and hopefully we're doing the right thing. Or what is that depth? Just strain depth, DPT. 64 meters, so that's well below what we need. Distance to the waypoint, we're 1.6 nautical miles away from the waypoint. And it's going to take us, according to this, another 14 minutes to get there, which is faster than the 40 minutes that they said it would take. This is our local time. Which does not match my clock, so the local time in Monaco doesn't make sense either, because in Monaco would be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't quite know what this is, other than they're just, because it's a challenge, they just chose a time. What's this? Bearing to waypoint. We are at 354, so if we went to the map, 0 is straight north, I think. Right, 0 is north. So we are at, well, we're 0 degrees to the wind. This is our heading, right? This is right there. Heading, 352 or 53. So we're rocking back and forth a little bit, but I think we're okay. And these are our coordinates. So that's a waypoint coordinates. This is our position. There are coordinates right now. And the destination of our coordinates will be these ones here. Which, if you were really good at math, you could probably figure it out. Our distances, everything right from that. We're 12 minutes out. 34 minutes. We're at 6.6 knots. That's good, I think. Looks like we're headed straight in the right place. Info on the boat, I don't know. Still want us to play with the outhaul, I can't. And so, info-wise, I have no idea what wind shadow length is, or wave force strength. Weather helm. The boat is heeling at 10 degrees, so that's not bad. Transom or the nose, that's pitching upward or downward. Just change here to 2%. So I think that means it's forcing itself into the water. Ideal, I think, would be 0. Not sure. Nor, I have no idea how I could adjust that. Sideways drift is 0 with the current. We're heading, well, the current was at 0 knots anyway, so the fact that it's 90 degrees has nothing to do with it. The number of adjustments, 164. Number of trim adjustments. I don't think I made 164 trim adjustments. Well, I suppose if you count every degree it changed. We've been going for 30 minutes. I guess that, oh crap. Okay, we're now 6.4 knots, 6.5. We're still not too bad. The fact that the sail is swung over to the opposite side. Let's come back to our map. The wind has shifted. We're still at 6.5, 6.6 knots, so that's not too bad. Varying a tenth of a or so a knot every little while. I have no idea why it's swung back. Because the wind is still coming from, excuse my left and right, but from the right side of the boat, which forced this, I assume, over to the right. Someone please tell me which is starboard and which is port. Okay, this is actually swinging a bit, so now it's directly behind us again. We are 9 minutes away, which would put us at 34, 35 minutes out. Which puts us faster than what they anticipated. Anyway, well, we're at 6.8 knots right now. Doesn't get much better than that. The wind is coming in slightly off by 0 degrees. This is 180. So probably 170, 72 degrees for the apparent direction. And it shifts back and forth as the wind shifts. You will see the wind is probably shifting a little bit. I think it is. It's swinging in, or this arrow is swinging out. So anyway, back to the info. Where our number of adjustments, time active. Our mainsail is has a 37% curve. I don't know what that is or how that's relevant. Curve flat, curve forward, top open, sail efficiency 94%, sail heel force 92%. The gennaker is the flat curve and the forward curve are both 0. The top is open, the efficiency is 98%. And heel force, I don't know what that means. Whoa, we swung back over, which means the wind has shifted quite a bit. Look up, we're 7.3, which means we should, we're only 6 minutes out now, to put us at 33. Hopefully depth. There's a 26 right there. Wind has swung a bit again. So our depth looks all right. You can follow these numbers here. Back to the map, scroll out again. Shifting back and forth. Our speed has dropped off. Trim-wise, they still want us to mess around with that, and the gennaker is still fine. So we can't mess with the outhaul. We're picking up speed, are we? Because that's going, well, okay, 6.4, dropped off to 6.2. Doesn't seem to matter which way that halyard, or the gennaker is pointing. We're at 6.2 and holding right now. Wind around it's from the other side. Everything is still as it was. Now the wind is directly behind us again, or slowing down. I don't know if there's a way I can swing that. Well, I can change my heading a little bit. That would swing the halyard or the gennaker back. I'm not quite sure. 12.2 knots, whether that's been steady or not. We're picking up speed again, 6.5, and now we're back the other way. The wind is coming in from this angle. 6.6. Oh, slow down. Back and forth, back and forth. 6.8, we're picking up speed, 13.8. Yeah, the main wind is gradually increasing, which means we are. Now we want to get this line, this dotted line, more to the center. So let's pull that over a little bit. Okay, so now this is our course over land, course over ground, COG, yeah, COG, course over ground. It's pretty much dead on. I will definitely check the leadership board because we're doing quite well, but imagine if somebody did in 18 seconds, then the slowest is probably around 25 or so. Okay, we're less than 3 minutes out. We're holding at 7.2 knots, slowing down a bit, 7.1. This is up 14.9 now, so that actually should be increasing. We're slowing down. Okay, so is the tailwind here. It's slowing down. Just over 2 minutes out. Picking up speed again. No, up and down because this wind, the true wind speed is dropping off significantly. It was up over 14 before, now it's down to 13.0, 12.9. Getting slower and slower. Just a little over a minute out. So, the depth drops off radically, so we're going to have to take a swing once we get inside here. We'll swing to the south. And we're holding it up a little bit, 6 knots, 5.9. We're at 12.2 knots as far as the true wind speed goes. So if that picks up a little, we're better off. We're 35 minutes out, we're 5 minutes ahead of schedule. One should say, okay, there's the line. And we just crossed it. We completed it in 35 minutes, 7 seconds. So I just want to pull over here so we don't run into the shoreline here. So I imagine we can pull down the gennaker. Gennaker halyard. Let's pull the gennaker down here. If you look far left, you see the gennaker is now at 0. So, in our trim on the mainsail, so let's pull the mainsail. See if I can find it. Cunningham bank code. Mainsail. It is too loose. Doesn't seem to want to be adjusted here. In fact, I can't move at all. There we go. Mainsail, we'll tighten that up a bit. Okay, now we're just running on the mainsail. Let's get to the other side of the boat. And let's take a look to make sure we're not going to run aground. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's go to the leaderboard. And 19 minutes. If I can drag this down. No, the fastest one on the board anyway, with level 100 was 20 minutes. So we'd have to have some pretty strong wind. "24 nautical miles, we were up to what, 17 or something? The highest 14. This is the angle. Oh, sorry, this is the angle. So sometimes it's in front, sometimes it's behind. So rarely was it at 180 degrees. In fact, I don't think we had pretty close to 100. It's 150. 0 degrees or 258 is probably straight on ahead of us. 197 is pretty close behind. 151, 194. 0 degrees is pretty much a headwind. So we apparently didn't have the best wind. Well, 181. He did 19, almost 20 minutes. Wow. Okay, anyway, there you have it. We finished our little challenge. We're going to hit the escape key. We're going to quit the challenge. And then we're going to go back to our boat, which is exactly like this one, except that it's actually not that one. Why are we too... Did we stay on the same boat? Well, we did. Then we're stuck on in the Mediterranean. Let's see what this one says. Oops. It's not the one. This is over in Africa somewhere. So, this is the one we want, but unfortunately, we are off the coast of Monaco. It's scrolling out now. No, we're not. We're back home. Okay. In fact, I seem to have lost my course completely. I thought there was like 150 more knots, nautical miles. Anyway, this is getting far too far on, so please do hit the thumbs up button, or the like button, and hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this game, what you think of gaming in general. While I try to figure out where the heck we are. So, until next, well, the gennaker's down. This is the coast of the U.S. So this is where we are. We're back in the Atlantic Ocean. Anyway, until next time, please do take care.